Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Walrus's TCG Dailies. I'm your host, Master Walrus 9, and I'm here doing my TCG Dailies. This one bid for Pokemon. So, first off, what I just want to analyze is, they want us to complete one quest without conceding, one match without conceding, that's the quest, and choose to use 4 abilities. Now, I believe these are both highly possible ones to do. What I'm going to do is actually begin by modifying my Tentacruel EX deck. Now, I think the deck is pretty alright as it is. I've got no problems with it. However, I want to make some slight modifications. First off, with the addition of the Ancient Energy item, known as the Earthen Vessel. We're gonna throw in like 2 to 3 of these, right? We don't need Edelgast in this situation. Edelgast is highly consistent, a lot more consistent, but it's also not necessary at this position. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop out 2 Edelgast into 2 Gossifleur. We're gonna keep Charm because Charm allows me to ramp up the energy to anything I need, and in these situations, it's going to be the Toedscruel and the Torterra. So we're gonna run 3 Earthen Vessels. I think 2 Research is alright. Clara is good. 4 Super Rods is definitely where we want to go. Ultra Balls, yeah. Battle VIP Pass is alright. Especially paired with the Earthen Vessel. That's another target for Battle VIP Pass, so no longer wastes time. One thing I do want to check real quick is stadiums. I want to see if there's anything really good from the new stuff to where I'd consider running it. Cycling Road allows me to discard a basic energy to draw a card. That's not bad, but I'd rather have the Artizone. League Headquarters, so each basic Pokemon in play costs 1 more for... That's not terrible. It kind of shuts down basic Pokemon a bit better, if I'm being honest. I think we're going to hold on to Artizone for now, but League Headquarters is something I'm going to consider. Especially if basic EX becomes... Oh. How much is the exchange rate? It's 100 coins. I have 4 level balls. I got the Battle VIP Pass. I got the Ultra Ball. We're going to throw in 2 of these League Headquarters in exchange for the Artizone. In all consideration, all honesty, with what's going on, that's really good. Because we don't use basics as attackers. Our best bet is the Radiant Venusaur. I'd even consider switching him out, if need be. But that's alright. Now, the last thing I want to do to throw in is actually pull in a Toedscruel, not EX, but this Toedscruel from Paradox Rift. Cards in your opponent's discard pile cannot be put into their hand by the effect of your opponent's abilities or trainer's cards. That means anything that recycles energies into the hand gets shut down. This is going to hit 2 major decks, Gholdengo EX and Xianpao EX. Because they're discarding energy so much, they want to return those energies to their hands. Well, the 2 major ways they're pulling those energies to their hands is through Superior Energy Retrieval, Clara, I guess Energy Retrieval, if you really need it that much, which depending on the deck is a yeah. But ultimately, this shuts it down. I'm only going to run 1 of it. I kind of want to run 2, but I don't really have the space that I want. 750. Nah, we'll see if we pull that one. Just for now, we're going to Let's exchange to foil. But ultimately, I think this Toedscruel, not EX, but just a generic Toedscruel, works well enough with the deck because you're already running the Toedscruel. So, I don't know. We're going to see it. We're going to play with it. I might want to go 3 Toedscruel and 2 Toedscruel. Like a 3-2-2. Just for more consistency. I don't know what I'd pull out. Well, we're just going to try this for now. But yeah. So this is Grass Me Boyo. And let's just start up a match of ranked. That Toads... With the decks that just got released, me 0000, okay. Well, the decks that just got released in Roaring Moon EX being a dark type deck, and Gholdengo EX being energy deck, that Toedscruel actually works the best in both situations, since it shuts down Gholdengo a bit, and it allows its grass typing to actually come into use. Okay, we got Radiant Venusaur. Not the greatest opener, if I'm being honest. He goes first, so... Oh, we're playing Mew VMAX? I have not seen a Mew VMAX in forever. I think Mew VMAX won Worlds, actually, so, I mean, it makes sense. But it's just been a long time. Especially for Roaring Moon EX being so prevalent at this point. I'd be a bit too scared to run Mew VMAX. Because all you need is just 2 KOs on the VMAX, and that's game. So, I don't know what's taking him so long. Yeah, you want as many Genesect on your bench as you can, but ultimately you need that Mew, so it'd be a 1-in-1. Let's see what else he's going to do. He nest balls. Yep, get like another Genesect. A second Mew. Okay, okay. He must have a Genesect in his prize cards, is my presumption. Ultra Ball. Okay, that makes sense. Path to the Peak Judge. Path to the Peak would suck a little bit, but it's not a game ruiner in this deck. Another Genesect. Plays it, he's able to draw up to 5 cards in hand. He escape ropes into the Mew. Makes sense. He can retreat if he needs to. I don't believe I have any of this deck, but I run Giacomo on occasion just to be careful with decks like these. Cleansing Gloves is super interesting. 30 more to your opponent's active psychic type Pokemon. He puts down the Genesect, which doesn't make that much sense, but we'll see what's going to happen. So we're just going to pop a Cherubi on the bench, as well as a Toedscruel and a Turtwig. Honestly, compared to his opener, this is super weak, and this is why Mew VMAX was super good, is because of the hyper consistency. But yeah, we'll just pop a Research. Battle VIP Pass allows us to put the last 2 we want onto the bench. We're going to hit with Cherubi, because might as well. And Toedscruel. We're going to hit Grass Energy on the Toedscruel. Or, not Cruel, but the Cool. And the question is, do I want... Oh, this sucks. This is really a tough situation. Because he's going to evolve next turn, so Pokemon League headquarters really doesn't matter as much. What I want to do is League headquarters, take out one of my Yonos, and he's not playing from the trash. So we're going to pick up Grottle. Grottle allows me to pick up the Toedscruel EX next turn. If the deck stays, the deck stays consistent. 2 grass pools is nice. But yeah, we're just gonna have to see what goes on. See, yeah, there's the Mew VMAX. DTE. And he's gonna hit with the 220. Might as well draw up to 5. I just don't know what else he's gonna do at this point. It's Mew VMAX. It really is a simple deck. Fusion Strike is arguably the strongest of the free strikes. And it has like one of the lowest card pools. But it's the strongest just because of Genesect V, just because of Mew VMAX. It's super consistent. Yeah, there's Dailies a Sparkle. Curious on where he's going to go with this. Is he going to put him on the Genesect or on the Mew? He puts him on 2 different Genesects, not the one of Cleansing Gloves. So he is prepping up the Genesects to potentially take kills, which is interesting enough a concept. He goes 4 Steel Zone. He's already used his trainer, so I don't have to worry about my Toedscruel. Lost Vacuum. The only thing he's... I don't understand. It's like he's just clicking cards. Just clicking buttons. Okay, he pings out the town store, which works well enough in his favor. And I'd like to get rid of it if possible. We're gonna have to see. Yeah, this would be an awesome time to top deck a Giacomo, but I know I don't have that card in here. Because it doesn't come up as much in TCG Live. Real world TCG is a different beast. Because you've already paid for your deck. So you don't really want to buy a bunch of different decks. Especially if it's something expensive like Mew VMAX. That's super consistent. It's good. So you don't see as much Mew VMAX in TCG Live. At least on low ladder. Because people just want to try out different decks. Yeah. So there's the 190. We're going to motive up Toedscruel. Another grass energy just actually kind of sucks if I'm being honest. Okay, I'm going to put it this way. If we don't get the Cheremoth, then Toedscruel's not doing anything. So we'll pop one on him, pop one on him. And then we're going to Yono. And hopefully we can pull like an Ultra Ball. There we go. So we'll Ultra Ball away, Battle VIP, and we don't need Level Ball at this point. And pick up the Toedscruel EX. Now while the damage is not where I'm really wanting it to be, we're in a solid point. We'll see what we want to do next turn, but all in all, I'm pretty happy. I don't think I have any tools in the deck. No. But we're just gonna hit for 200 on the Mew VMAX. Which is, all in all, decent damage. A nice chunk. I'm happy with it. He's running out the Ultra Ball. Okay, that's an interesting play. He's getting an Mew VMAX, I'd presume. Yeah. The only thing else he might want is a Meloetta. I don't think anything's going to be able to one-tap the Toedscruel at this point. Palpad, okay. Judge. He would need to hit... He would hit 190. He would need... Power-up Capsule, I think, boosts by 30 damage. So I want to say he's going to need 3 of those in order to hit Toedscruel. And one-tap. Power-up capsule is one of those other reasons to why the deck is super good. Switch cart, Lost Capsule, or Lost Vacuum. Probably picking up Meloetta if I was to make a guess. Yeah. Now it's a 70 times the amount of Fusion Strike energy that's on the field on their side. Well, you're looking at a 280 at max, which is not great on our end. But that's if he has the 4 Fusion Strike energies on the field. So I think he's out. No, he had one more Fusion Strike system, so he's drawing up to 6. If he gets the Elisa Sparkle and one of the prize cards is not a Fusion Strike energy, then the Toedscruel is donezo. If he gets free, it's super unlikely, but he gets free of those, the power capsules, I think is what they're called. Okay, he still had his, Genesect. Yeah. I'll see what I pull, but almost considering conceding at this point. I need to run a slight modification. Power Tablet, that's what it's called. There's a second Power Tablet. So he's running 210. That's the 270. It's done. We need to pull a Drapion V into the bench. It's just a singular card for situations like these. It one-taps him UV max. He moves the Meloetta up because he knows that if he was to die, he's not going to take that damage. Path to the Peak is going to prevent effects. We survived the hit. We'd need a boss's orders to really make anything of it. But ultimately, yeah. Yeah, this is not a great situation to be in. I don't even know if I should evolve that, but I just don't know what I'm to do at this point. Yeah, we'll pick a grass Pokemon on my hand. We want to fin the deck regardless. And we'll take out the Meloetta. We'll take a prize card. I guess, ideally, we'll pull, like, a Grass Energy. Torterra actually is kind of bad in this situation. The least wanted card, simply because I could have gotten by with anything else. I would have Super Rod the Torterra out of the trash and then went into Groddle's move to Torterra. I would have rather had a draw. Okay, Cramomatic is super interesting. Mew VMAX is super interesting because it's one of the very few decks where you can actually justify the usage of Cramomatic. Urban Vessel's alright. A little late in the game, but ultimately, I mean, you know, you take it, you know. At this position, what we're going to do is Earthen Vessel, a Super Rod, just a second Super Rod, then Professor's Research. Ideally, we could do like a boss's orders to pull up that Mew VMAX and get an easy kill with it. But we're going to have to see. We can boss's orders. We're going to move Torterra up. Ah, shoot. That's actually good. We'll do that. Pick up 2 Grass Energy. Super Rod. Double Grass Energy, definitely. We have another Toedscruel in the deck. We're gonna pop up a Toedscruel because we have the Torterra in hand. We're gonna use Cherrim to pop an energy on the Groddle. And we're gonna pop an energy on the other Cherrim just in case we can actually set up that whatever it's called. But we'll get the Torterra. We're gonna be able to hit for 200, which all in all, under free prize cards, we're gonna take that. Maybe I should have went for the UV to be a bit more consistent, but I need free prize cards at this moment. Turtwig, basic grass energy, and the Avery. I don't know if I want an Avery because that would bait out the UV. He doesn't need to play anything to get the kill on me at this moment, which is unfortunate. And so we're in a game where it's a matter of surviving. He pulls up the Ice Cube, which is interesting enough. So it's 40 to 1 of your Pokemon for each Fusion Strike. Don't do ping to the bench. So he does choose to go with that, but he has an option to take out my bench Pokemon, which is not good, to say the least. We're going to move up this Toedscruel because maybe we could do something. We're going to set up the Turtwig. We're going to Earthen Vessel research. I know I don't think it's the worst choice, but I don't think it's the best choice either. But I want the Avery to threaten pressure on the bench. We're going to Spring Broom. 2 on Toedscruel, 1 on Turtwig. And, I mean, I should have Avery first, but the game's kind of done. I didn't pull that whatever I needed. Research might have been the one to do it. All in all, the game's done. Yeah, he's going to be able to ping. He has the energy to do so. We'll just throw this one on. Just hit. Yep, use V's back. Ultra Ball. He's gonna do his final moves because he knows he has it. He knows he has it. Unless I get like a God Hand, he has it because I need to boss's orders that guy out. But I also would need to. I can't. I really don't have the options. I can't hit anything. Okay, he switches. Okay. Yeah, he's playing cards. He just wants to draw out Genesect V. I think even something like Memory Skip doesn't work against the Mew VMAX. I could be incorrect, but it's a tough deck to really play around. So Toedscruel's picking up an action. I would probably kill the Toedscruel if I was in his position. I don't know. Just get the kill, man. Maybe I could have gone back and played the game a bit better, but yeah, moving damage around. How do you get 130? 40 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon for each fusion strike attached to all of your Pokemon. Might as well Yono. There's no reason not to. He's got 4. No, he's got 3. So it'd have been the 120, move down to 100. Okay, that makes sense now. And there's the boss's orders. And we'll just hit him with the headbutt bounce. Give him a good game. Game's over. And that's unfortunate. I do like this deck. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to check around to see what else I could run in terms of grass. Grass is a tough archetype just because there's no real ramp, and that's what you need. You need speed. I need to run a dual hit. I'm gonna check one thing real quick. We're gonna play another match because I'm just in the mood for it and I got the time. We're gonna pull out Radiant Venusaur. I don't think it pulls as much weight as I wanted to. We're gonna put in the Drapion V. And I want to check Serena. Is any of the other Serenas good enough to support? Like a 180 water's not bad with a steel weakness because you don't see steel as much. You have your grass base. Damage, makes a little bit of poison. There's something there. Pokemon cannot be played from your opponent's hand to evolve the defending Pokemon. Or a 160 for 2 grass. 160 is not bad damage. Let's actually check grass type Terra. Yeah, Fortress and Frostlass. 280. There's something there. I don't want to pull, or I don't want to spark it, I guess is the way to put it, but there's something there. Yeah. We got it. We're gonna run one more match. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good tonight. A 370 to a 260. One thing I will not give the Pokemon TCG Live is their matchmaking. I fought 590s before. I really have. And so you can get people who just really aren't in your skill level. Running the basic stuff, we'll see if we work. Yeah, I want to go first. I don't know if it's a basic deck, but it's higher likelihood. Zalroth, free. So, nothing in hand. Unfortunate. Turtwig. The Drapion's trash if we are not playing against Mew VMAX. Or the seldomly rare Rapid Strike. Okay, so here's the Gimme Ghoul EX. So, League Headquarters isn't going to be that useful this game. All in all said, I am going to leave one copy just because if I want to replace what he has. But it's not going to be the money. So we're just going to put a Grass Energy on Toedscruel and kind of end turn. Next turn, we can Toedscruel EX. We can League Headquarters out whatever he gets. And we'll Yono. He gets the VIP Battle Pass. Unfortunate on our end. I mean, I'm running 4 of, and I barely got it. I did get it once with that Gimme Ghoul deck. I had like 3 in my opening hand. 2 in opener, 1 in draw. It was a good hand. Really good hand. But, you know, Battle VIP Pass does not win you the game. It's ultimately how well you can build your deck. Okay, that's an interesting opener. Definitely good on setup. We need a switch, but we'll just put the basic energy. We'll Toedscruel. We'll save League Headquarters. It doesn't hurt us, but it doesn't help us. So I'd rather hurt him. Really? Sure, but I mean, come on. Really? I need to get my hand set up, my board state set up a lot faster. Because once I can start shutting down Gimmighoul and Gholdengo, then we're going to be in a good state. He runs Pokestop. I'm considering using it. I have 4 Super Rods. Okay, there's the Iono, so that's not bad on my end. Sucks that these are on the bottom, but I can easily shuffle my deck. Double level, double ultra. Pretty solid hand. I saw a Cypher? Now I'm curious. So he's not... he plays a Bidoof. Makes sense. Get your draw engine set up. We got the Toedscruel in hand. We're going to pop a Cherubi onto the bench. We're going to level ball another Toedscruel onto the bench. Before I do anything else, we're going to Pokestop. We got a Super Rod, Trash the Grottle, and a Grass. Yeah, we don't need a Super Rod at this point where I have 4 of them. What I do want to pick up is another Turtwig. We're gonna place it on Turtwig because all in all, we're not in a good situation hand-wise. That's something this deck does not excel in, is draw potential. And that's another reason why Grass can't really hold it together. The lack of draw. So he accidentally trashes the Gholdengo, but he Super Rods. And honestly, it's the right play at that point, but 2 Steel Energies back into the deck. It works out well enough for Fervent Vessel. So he's concealed cards, keeps on going. I'm going to get the Toedscruel up next turn. I'm going to get the Cherrim up next turn. Only thing I really would like to get is like a research. Something to draw more cards. Avery would be awesome because that kind of just disrupts his game. In that board state, he definitely trashes the Gimmighoul without the energy. But then it's the question of, does he trash a second one? The Bidoof or the Radiant Greninja? And if I was him, I'd probably go with the second Gimmighoul. There's a lot of potential to recycle it. Okay, so we're going to double evolve. We'll run Pokestop. 3 cards in the trash. That is superb. Absolutely wonderful. That was a Grottle, the second one. Basic Grass Energy and a Clara. So this is now not a good state. Grottle's dead on, or Turtwig's dead on board until I can get a Super Rod to get that Grottle back into the deck. You trash a Scizor, so I want to see what this Scizor he's using is. 50 more damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon in play that has an ability. Now that's super interesting since a lot of stuff has an ability, and I mean once I get the Grottle out, I theoretically have 4 on board, so that's a super cheap 210. And if he's playing against a Steel deck or get Ice deck where Steel kind of just Millie rocks it, that's some really good damage. So I see what he's doing. He's running I think he's replaced the Gardevoir aspect for some draw and Bidoof, a bit more consistency on the Gholdengo Gimmighoul, and a secondary with the Scizors because it's cheap and it also runs Steel. So I think he's going to evolve to Gholdengo this turn, but he might as well switch out. He needs to hit 2 to get this Turtwig out, but we'll see what's happening. It's good I didn't put down that stadium because I would have not been able to attack myself. Yeah. So he's going to be able to draw 2, which is unfortunate on our end. 3 because of the Gholdengo on bench. Ah, yeah, you get your items. Worker honestly would have been not great for him because he uses his Pokestop fairly well. A coin bonus. Yay. He runs Avery, which is actually not good for me. We're gonna drop the Turtwig. We can pick it up another time. Our Turtwig's dead, so the Grottle is dead on board as it is. Yona would be good here just to say screw you because of all the cards in hand. But we're shutting down his energy game. And the last Pokemon I'm going to sack is going to be the Toedscruel, not the EX variant, because the longer he can't draw from the trash, the better. Since the entire deck is focused on attacking from the trash, I might not even want to kill for that reason. Yeah, draw up all your energy. You only had 1 left. 7 cards in hand. I want to say like maybe 4 are energy from what I was seeing. So he's got to discard 2. He's got, I want to say 2 energy in hand. That's going to be my call. Toedscruel will be able to tank it even if all 5 was energy. Not if it's 6 now, but again, we're just going to have to play and see. We're going to level ball. Might as well pick up the Cherubi. We need it for Toedscruel damage. We'll Pokestop. VIP Pass and Super Rod sucks, but at least we can Super Rod a Grass Grottle Turtwig combo. The Battle VIP Pass is taking just burning my hand. This is where I'd love to get like an Earthen Vessel. I'm running 3 in the deck. That's a 1 in 20% odds of pulling it. Oh, super crude statistic. It's actually a little bit more complicated. At this point, with the presumption that it is in my deck, all 3 copies, I want to say it's almost a 1 in 9 to pull at least 1. Which is not bad, especially pairing up with the Pokestop. That increases the odds a lot more. Now, he didn't realize that's not going to work. That's just because of the Toedscruel. Which, honestly, awesome. Now, it says trainer. One thing I wanted to make sure, which I was like 90% sure, supporters are trainers. So, Clara does not work in this instance. He plays as a worker, which actually hurts us majorly. Oh, yeah, no, he can't get the kill. He can't get the kill. This is awesome. He would need 3 energy to get a kill on the Toedscruel. And I think he only has 2. He doesn't have it. He does not have it. This is awesome. The game's over. You lost. You can't do anything. Draw all the cards you want. B-Barrel is kind of a redundant choice with the Gholdengos, but draw all the cards you want. You can't do anything. You can't get your energy back. Your best bet's Super Rod. So yeah, this Toedscruel definitely the choice for just what's going on at the moment with these decks. Chien-Pao EX, good engine. I don't know how much more you guys see of the legitimate deck in live, but it's still a good engine. One thing I'm worried about in climbing. So this just shuts it down, this Toedscruel. So I'm super much a fan. yeah. Oh, sorry about that, if it took a little longer, but thank you everyone for watching. End off by collecting these, but it's super appreciated for you to be here and just watching some TCG Daily. Paradox Rift, good set so far, highly appreciative of it, and I'm looking forward to more Masters to come. See ya!